Hey guys, my name is Gabriella. In case you don't know me, I am a life coach dedicated to working with people who really want to follow their hearts, own their truths, and who are committed to living freedom-based lifestyles. If you do want to get in touch about coaching, you can check out my website down below and get in touch through there or via email. So I wanted to catch you guys up on my travels so far and talk about some things that have been helpful for me throughout this experience, in particular with staying present throughout my trip. I was traveling with my boyfriend. He's back in Utah now, and now I am in Morelia in the Michoacan state of Mexico. I'm here because I have some family here. My aunt actually has been in Mexico for the last 38 years and she has a family here, and I had never visited, and I thought that this would be a great time to come. I think part of this Latin America trip for me is to reconnect with some of my family as well. I think as I grow older, that's becoming more and more important to me. One of my greatest values in life is connection, and I should really sort of be owning that value and practicing it. So it's been really nice. It's a totally different experience to go from, you know, staying in a hostel or in a hotel, Airbnb, whatever it is, and then to be staying like with family. Even though like this is my first time visiting them, I just already feel like really taken care of, and it's just a really warming feeling. So what I wanted to talk to you about today was staying present. This has come up in some of my other videos. It's something that's really important to me, and I'm learning that it's really the key to my own happiness. So I think when you're traveling, most people want to be in the moment and want to be present and really enjoy this opportunity that a lot of people don't have. So I think it's important to really be present during your trip so that you can take in as much as possible and really enjoy the fullness of the experience. I know that travel isn't always super fun. There are things that can go wrong, and there are these little details to work out and stuff like that. There are some stressful things that can come up, but being in the moment is also being in acceptance of those things and not making it worse than it is in your head. So something that I struggle with sometimes when I'm traveling is anxiety, and I've struggled with anxiety on and off for a few years, but sometimes it can flare up when I'm spending a lot of time alone. For example, if I'm on a solo trip or whatever. And what tends to happen is when my anxiety and those like repetitive thoughts flare up, I end up feeling a little bit bad about myself because I'm like, I should be enjoying this time, you know? And it's just like, it just makes it worse. So I really thought it would be important to touch on this topic so that you can make the most out of your trip, out of your day-to-day, and really just take it all in and remain calm and peaceful. So this is a little tip that I have for staying present. When you notice thoughts that you don't want to have, that may be hurtful, that may be repetitive, or that may be just worries that you don't need to be thinking about at that moment, what I've been doing lately is I've sort of been acknowledging those thoughts in a different way. I acknowledge them for a second, but I am firm with those thoughts and I let them know that this is not the time for them. But if one of those thoughts really gets to me and gets to my emotions and I end up feeling bad, I pretend that I'm flushing that thought out through my body. So I think it's really important that when emotions hit you, which are usually provoked by these thoughts, that you do feel it in your body for that slight moment, and you let it go and release it. Otherwise, I sense that it tends to stick with my body and it can show up in different ways. And when it's not released, it's just going to keep coming back. So let's say I have a negative thought. I do not give it more mental energy. So I don't go into it. I don't think about it more. What I do is I sort of just acknowledge it, put a stop to that. I don't want to go, don't have to get on that thought bus. And then if it gets to a point where it hits my emotions or it makes me feel some type of way, I go into where that is where I'm having that feeling in my body, sometimes I feel it in my heart, like my heart will actually feel heavy, or sometimes I feel it in my stomach, like my stomach will drop. So I'll go into that body part, I'll be tender with it and just feel it through. Exhale and imagine that I am flushing out this thought and flushing out this energy, and that this is something that just needs to pass through my body and it can just go through me. And then once it goes through me, I don't have to give it any more energy. It just needs to pass. And I think that, a lot of times we're holding on to this, a lot of energy that just needs to get through, that just needs a door. So that's what I've been doing lately, is just giving it a door to get out of me. And it's been really helpful. So I just wanted to share that with you, in case some of you deal with repetitive negative thoughts or anxiety, because in the past week that has been pretty helpful to me. So I hope that you enjoy that tip, and I'm looking forward to sharing more about my travels with you. Also, if you have not read The Power of Now, that book has been really influential to me about being in the moment, about staying present and disidentifying from your thinking. It's really changing my world. This is probably my 4th time rereading it, and every time I get something new from it. So I'm looking forward to sharing more of that with you, because I think it is super key and really life-changing. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.